Sylvia, dear friends of freedom around the world, dear friends of a free Venezuela. As chairman of the Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom and as president of Liberal International, I'm greatly honored to welcome you to this important event from my side. Today, we shine a spotlight on one of the most inspiring struggles for freedom in the modern world, the fight of the people of Venezuela for freedom and democracy. I want to cordially thank Relial for making this gathering possible. And I want to convey my warmest regards to Maria Corina Machado and to Edmundo González Urrutia, two champions of liberty, and to Felix Maradiaga and all our partners from Friedrich Naumann Foundation, from Liberal International and Relial. Thank you for standing with us. The cause of Venezuela has become profoundly personal to me, largely because of my deep admiration for you, Corina Machado. Over the years, I've witnessed how the message of Maria Corina Machado, principled and unwavering, has resonated across Venezuela, and I may add, far beyond around the world. She does not rely on populism or false promises. She offers something far more powerful, a vision of a nation where every individual, not a corrupt regime, is the author of their own destiny. Last year, I joined the Venezuelan diaspora in Germany by invitation of Evento Venezuela, Germany, as we demanded free and fair election. I will never forget that day. It was the Sunday, July 28, standing with the Venezuelan friends outside the voting center in Berlin. Two words defined that moment: hope on the one side and frustration on the other. Hope for a better future as people waited for news from their hometowns, but also frustration, deep, painful frustration among those Venezuelans abroad who were denied the right to vote by a regime that feared the more than 8 million voices of people who have been forced to leave their home. 2 weeks later, something extraordinary happened. Despite repression, despite censorship, despite massive manipulation, Edmundo González, with the endorsement of Maria Corina Machado, emerged as the legitimate winner of that election. And around the world, including right here in Berlin, far away from Venezuela geographically, tens of thousands of Venezuelans came together, organized by the comanditos, to document the truth. I saw it with my own eyes, copies of tally sheets, grassroots coordination, and a movement powered not by money and not by the media, but by conviction and by civic duty. Some say the Chavista regime is immovable, but what happened on July 28 tells a totally different story. It was a heroic act by more than 1 million citizens who proved the impossible is possible when people stand together. Venezuelans reminded us that no dictatorship, no matter how entrenched, is invincible. For years, the Chavista regime persecuted dissent and destroyed democratic institutions. But despite the fear and despite the repression, the people rose. They spoke loudly, not only with their voices and their votes, but with their unshakable commitment to truth and justice. Unfortunately, fraudulent elections are becoming all too common around the world. What is rare and what is particularly powerful is the ability to prove fraud and to do so with data and democratic values. That's why today's presentation and the report titled 28J, the citizens' feat in the citizens' feat in the fight against autocracy, is so tremendously important. This document is not just a historical account. It is a playbook for resistance. It is a manual for democratic resilience, and it is a testament to the strength of civic courage. Reading it, I was reminded how easy it is to take democracy for granted. In healthy democracies, our biggest challenge is to win voters. In Venezuela, the opposition had to do that as well. But at the same time, it had to ensure the will of the people couldn't be erased. And the scale of their efforts is breathtaking, even a year after the event. 270,000 polling station witnesses, 100,000 staff for collection, scanning, and transport, 60,000 polling station coordinators, and 20,000 special task forces for high-risk areas. And all of this happened under a regime that monopolized the media, that banned opposition leaders from flying, that denied access to public funds, and that launched campaigns of fear and repression. There were no campaign posters for Edmundo González in Caracas. And yet, thanks to Maria Corina Machado and a network of many courageous citizens, his message still reached millions through cars, through boats, motorcycles, and smartphones, person to person, heart to heart. Still, the regime arrested those who dared to help. It controlled everything except the will of the people, and that is why it lost. July 28 was not luck. It was the result of a brilliant grassroots strategy fueled by discipline, unity, and a dream too big to be silenced. Many liberal parties around the world could learn from this movement. Let me predict, will learn from this movement. As Pedro Uruchurtu, International Affairs Coordinator for Evento Venezuela, who spent more than 400 days trapped in an embassy and who is with us today, reminds us that libertad como cuestión de dignidad es un tesoro, pero también un deber. What you translated for me, I would have said it, I say it again. Freedom as a matter of dignity is a treasure, but also a duty. Let us carry that spirit forward, this tremendous spirit of last year's event, which came out of your wonderful country, Venezuela. Let us honor it, not just with words, but also with action. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will give back the floor to Sylvia.